Hey everybody, it's Cynthia, and I hope I'm making a video because I have a new computer which is blessedly quiet compared to the one that I bought before this that had to be returned. So I'm 3 computers in, and here we are. So I have a small haul to show you today. It's not that I didn't buy much, it's that incredibly a lot of what I bought already sold or already got packed away. So this is what I picked up in the last day or two that's still hanging around, and I thought it was some fun items I could share with you. Starting with this very special shirt. I was so excited when I found this, and I have to admit it isn't quite as valuable as I thought it might be. Do you know what this logo is? Would you know this logo if you saw it in the stores? I was surprised to see it on a polo shirt. Let me give you a little hint here. See if we can get that. There we go. Look, Disneyland. And then let me show you the sleeve. So it's an Arnold Palmer. Kind of what confused me was it being an Arnold Palmer shirt. But here we go. Look at this. Club 33 Disneyland Resort. So for those of you who are Disney aficionados, well, you already know, but Club 33 is the sort of secret, hidden, if you will, club at Disneyland for very VIP guests. And this person who owned this shirt had a lot of Disney items that it looked like they used to be employed at Disney. I think I showed some of them to you in an earlier video. At least I hope I did. Again, with having lost my computer, I lost track. But this is the last piece. I was so excited when I saw this and picked it up, and it kind of fits me, and I'm really tempted to keep it. If it wasn't, it's a really heavy polo shirt. So I think it's probably going to sell it. It should sell in the $30 range. I probably got it for about under $5. I'd say $2 to $3. We paid a bulk price for everything we bought that day, so it's hard to say exactly what I paid. But very nice, very heavy-duty polo shirt from Disneyland. It did, by the way, too, I have to say, had some stains on it. I think were deodorant stains. It is a used shirt, and they came off in the wash. So don't be reluctant to buy things if you're getting a good deal and you want to take a chance trying to clean them. Do it. This is one I got today at a sale that I think I didn't do myself a service. I thought this was really unusual because it was a specialty shirt. It is Finding Nemo, but it's a company called Bossini. You probably can't see. There we go. And it's a Finding Nemo. It is a little bit worn. I was actually debating whether some of these were stains or whether they were part of the print. It's kind of a photo-esque print. It actually feels a little funny, and these are a little bit slick. But it is a woman's really cute Finding Nemo. I threw it in at the last second with some other items I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And like I said, I think I might not have done myself a service with everything I bought today. But it is a cute shirt, and I would normally pick up Finding Nemo on adult sizes because it's cute. This I picked up at the Salvation Army. It was $4.50 half price day, and those of you who are sci-fi fans should get the joke here. This very special ship in a bottle is Firefly. It's the Serenity ship. The shirt is a Firefly shirt. It is a Ripple Junction. I don't normally buy Ripple Junction shirts. They tend not to sell that well because they just make masses and masses of them. But I could not resist this shirt. Again, if it fit me, I'd keep it. This Serenity in a jar, Firefly. I used to collect, when I was a kid, I collected fireflies in jars all the time. Lightning bugs, we called them, back in New Jersey. And here in California, we don't see them. So it's kind of a shame because it's something my son didn't grow up with, but I grew up with. In the summer, summer always meant catching lightning bugs. So I couldn't resist that one. I also took a chance on this shirt for a funky reason. I thought it was really funny. It says, say hello to my little friends, which of course is a movie reference, Scarface, I believe. But the reason I picked it up was because it is from Joe's Crab Shack, which actually has, say hello to my little friend, that's Scarface, right? Not Godfather, because this is very Godfather on the back. But it's Joe's Crab Shack, which I believe, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I heard they were going out of business. So I don't know if just some locations, I think the whole chain was going under. So I know a lot of people are really attached to Joe's Crab Shack, and it was a really funny movie-related shirt, so I grabbed it. Again, half price. It was $4.50 at Salvation Army half price day, so $2.25. this was something really crazy that could be really super, might not be, hard to say. So it is a official Narnia event kit. I found this at a Goodwill, one of the rare Goodwills that still has stuff that isn't just, things that came from Target. It's a beautiful box, and inside is a very large poster that has sadly been bent for quite a long time. So there's that. And then it comes with a whole bunch of Narnia papery bookmarks. So the point of this was right before the movie came out, they sent these or gave these to teachers. So it's full of, this is an event guide to the event. I'm trying to get down to the ones. There's just all kinds of books in here. Let me hang on to that one for a second. Here we go. So it's full of teacher's guides for different grades that have ideas for how to use the books and use the accompanying movie, because I think it was coming out on DVD, to teach various lessons. It also comes with several worksheets like this. Meet the Children. Here's the family tree. That would be an interesting thing to use with your students as well. Discussion reading points. There's a map, a Narnia map in here somewhere too. So lots of paper related to teaching, using Narnia as a teaching tool. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful box of paper, and the box itself is gorgeous. So I think maybe either a teacher or a homeschooler who wants to use Narnia as part of their curriculum, or just somebody who's a really big Narnia fan would like to have this. Since I have no idea what it's worth, nobody has this up. Some people have the bookmarks up, that's it. I put it on auction, and we'll see what happens. If nobody bites, I'll just put it up at a price and see where it goes. But I decided to start it on auction and see how that goes. Put this out of the way. All right, now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I did pick up a couple of hats. I don't do that well with hats. Other people love them. Lately, I've been buying more of them, maybe because of the summer. I figure people are wearing them. But I could not pass up on this one, Jesus Christ Superstar. It does not say specifically, like if it's from a particular, I'm assuming it's from some Broadway show variation of it. It was $4 half price, $2. Beautiful gold print. The hat's a little dirty in spots, needs a little work, but I thought it was pretty cool. I have to do a little more research to see exactly where that came from. I also picked up this one, Cisco LA. This I grabbed because hats, tech hats, actually I do really well with. I've sold some in the $25, $35 range. There are a lot of Cisco hats up, and they do sell for in the $20 range. There are none Los Angeles, so I'm hoping somebody local will be really excited to have that. It's a nice hat, like the green with the blue. So this brings us to this crazy stuff that I bought today. Oh, and this little one here. And another one that you can't see. I don't know why my camera is flickering with the light. Maybe I'm reflecting off these things. So I went to an estate sale today that advertised that they had a lot of high-end costumes. Now, when I originally looked, there was no images of the costumes or of this Halloween stuff. I get there, and they did have high-end costumes. They were lovely, but they wanted $20 a piece, and they were just jammed into boxes, and the pieces were kind of spread all over the place, and I just didn't feel comfortable spending that kind of money on costumes. Plus, there was glitter. Oh my God, glitter on every costume, like Batman, Superman costumes with glitter on them. Like, who glittered their Batman costume? So I wanted the stuff, but I didn't want it for $20. And when I expressed that $20 was a little too much, they did not bother to offer anything else to lower the price. I found out later that this was their second week, and I'm kind of surprised that they didn't offer to make me a deal. So they also had a bunch, like I want to say 20 or 30 of these Limax Spooky Town pieces. I don't know what else to call them. Accents, table accents. And the larger animated ones. I did buy one of the larger animated ones. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you. It's kind of crazy. It's on my Instagram. I'll link it. I put a video on Instagram of it. I bought this Vampire Caverns, which is a big one that with things that move and talk and all that. These are just little accent pieces that aren't animated. You can see they came from Michael's originally. Oh, the U.S. price is missing. They were about 15 to 20. And the thing with these Spooky Towns is they retire them and then bring out new ones every year. So people do love to collect them. They're very cool. We love Halloween stuff, and we would collect them if we had the room. Here's how I think I messed myself up. And I don't know, we'll see. So they weren't priced. And that always scares me because I don't know what they're going to ask. And at the time, I didn't know this was their second weekend either. I probably would have pushed it more. There was so many pieces in 3 different cabinets in the garage. So I put together about 4 of them this size and then a medium size one and a bunch of small pieces and said, how much for these if I just buy these? Because at first I said, how much for everything? And she just couldn't calculate it. So she said 32 on these. On not these, on the set that I had up, which was these 2 plus more pieces. And I probably should have grabbed that deal. But me being me, started rethinking, well, if I'm only going to buy a few pieces, because if she wanted 32 for a few pieces, she would have wanted over 100 for everything, that what I'll do is swap out 2 of the smaller pieces for one of the larger ones that sells in the $50 to $75 range. And I was kind of reluctant because I didn't want to store it and I didn't want to deal with shipping it. The larger ones are animated, they move, they're, tricky. So I picked up the animated Vampire Caverns, if you want to look that one up, or it's called Vampire Caverns, and then these 2, this funeral photo, which people have up for about 20, but none of them have sold recently, and Witch's Laundry Day, which also goes in the $20 range. Now, they might do better at Halloween. They also have done better grouped, but we'll see. So when I get up to the register, I had these 2, the big one, and I added this to it. It's a little Harry Potter Hermione, and it opens up, and it's pretty inside. It's weird, though. It doesn't, lock closed, even though it looks like a little lock on the side. It doesn't lock closed. And it's a Department 56 Harry Potter, official piece. I thought this one was cute. She had 3 other Harry Potter pieces. One of them was broken, so I left that one. Another one was a much bigger one that just didn't have the value that I thought these things would still have. So I figured, what you can charge me for that? A couple bucks, right? I also picked up that little Nemo shirt that you saw, and my husband grabbed a couple of DVDs. So when we went to pay, she said $41, which sounded right to me at the time because she had quoted me 32, and then I added in the DVDs and these other things. Figured, okay, that's an extra 10 plus there's shipping, there's tax, so 41. But it wasn't until I got home that I realized that the original quote of 32 was for 4 of these, plus a medium size, plus a whole bunch of small out of the box picked ones. So I kind of screwed myself over because I ended up paying more for less. Well, I paid the same, but I got less, which is really weird. And then to top it off, I opened up the big one at home because they look like they've maybe never been taken out of their boxes because they really look like they're still sealed. They aren't still sealed. I opened up the one big Vampire Caverns and it's broken. Now, it's not broken in a horrible, horrible way. It still works. It still moves. I thought if you ever buy one of these big Lemax Spooky Towns, they have a transformer, electrical plug-in. And I thought that was missing as well, but it was actually hidden inside the styrofoam. And it wasn't only because I felt how heavy the styrofoam was that I went, hey, wait, there's something else in here. So that, you know what I'll do? Hang on. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to show it to you. But I can't turn it on over here because I can't plug it in. So hold on a second. Hold that thought. Or... let's do this instead. Bear with me a second while I move the camera. Don't know if I'll be able to get it. Hang on. Hold yourself a minute. Sorry if it's making you nauseous. Oh, I can't get any closer than that. And it's not making it sound. I don't know why. It makes lots of noise. I must not have turned it up enough. Oops, sorry. Well, that isn't really working. So let's just come back over here. Excuse my craziness. Turn it off. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. It's really hard to turn off, too. Anyway, the point of the whole story is that I think I overpaid. And I still left a ton of them behind, which also makes me really think about going back and seeing if I can't just get the rest off of them. Because tomorrow's the last day of the sale. And, you know, sure, I imagine she wants to move them. So, yeah. So that's my story. So that's what I got in the last day or two. Quite a bit, and I said it's just adding to quite a bit that we bought. I still have yet to even list even like a quarter of the costumes that we bought 2 or 3 weeks ago. I have so much Halloween stuff. It's June. It's going to be July in 2 weeks. I got to get this Halloween stuff up. I know. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's me waving. Hi, bye. I'm going to head out, and hopefully this video works with this new software, and it's good for all of you. And I'd really still like to hear about your pop culture finds for the weekend. If you go garage sailing tomorrow, come on back over here and leave me some comments about what you found and what kind of pop culture items you're selling on your eBay store or you're buying for yourself. I'd love to hear about all of them. And if, as usual, if you saw anything here that you'd like to own, go ahead and drop me a line here or visit us at Boris Basement on eBay. All these items should be listed in the next few days if you're watching this as a brand new video. We will see you there.